Every parent or teacher has lived through this. You change one small detail in the schedule, and suddenly the room shatters. Your first thought is a question: is something wrong with my child? You might worry about permanent labels like ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or oppositional defiant disorder, which is a clinical pattern of angry and argumentative behavior. In a traditional clinical setting, these actions are viewed as symptoms. They are seen as evidence of a neurological issue or a naturally defiant personality. Educational researcher Dr. Wallace views these moments as a form of communication, a message about a child's history that we are finally learning to translate. When we focus only on stopping the behavior without reading the message, we misinterpret a child's survival strategy as a medical flaw. Childhood experiences travel through time, reappearing in current reactions. Dr. Wallace calls these behavioral echoes. A behavior that kept a child safe in an unpredictable environment remains active. In a safe classroom today, that survival skill acts as an automatic shield against perceived threats. Recognizing an echo allows us to look past the immediate outburst. We can finally see the history that is driving the reaction. Consider a child who insists on setting every rule of play, arranging toys in an exact order, and directing their friends with intense rigidity. To an observer, they simply seem bossy. Because the child is refusing to follow others, they are frequently evaluated for oppositional defiant disorder, or ODD. Beneath that bossiness is a fractured foundation of safety. Maslow's hierarchy shows basic needs, like security, must be met before focusing on learning. In unstable homes, control is a survival mechanism. By dictating their environment, a child manufactures the stability they are missing. We see a child using control to build the stability they lacked. They are trying to create a world they can predict, using the only tools they have at their disposal. Trauma responses and clinical disorders often share the same external traits. This overlap creates a high risk of mislabeling a child's attempt to protect themselves. Dr. Wallace's research into adverse childhood experiences, or ACEs, highlights this connection. ACEs are potentially traumatic events, like neglect or household instability. Looking at this data, children diagnosed with ADHD and ODD often show patterns of explosive behavior, agitation, and argumentativeness. But looking at the emotions behind these outbursts, the data changes. These behaviors are driven by high levels of anxiety, fear, and resentment. This nervous system has adapted to a specific history. In a past that felt dangerous, the brain's internal smoke alarm became highly sensitive, and now it sounds even when the room is safe. A diagnosis provides a name for the behavior, that understanding the echo explains how the child is trying to stay safe. To navigate these moments, Dr. Wallace uses the 4A framework. Adaptation forms a survival shield. Attachment protects vital relationships. Activation deploys the shield against perceived present threats. Finally, awareness recognizes the echo, interrupting the automatic pattern to choose a different response. Behavior has a purpose. By reaching a state of awareness, we gain the ability to change the final outcome. Applying these steps changes the relationship between parents and children. Instead of reacting with frustration, parents can lead with a protective, empathetic response. We cannot change the past events that created these echoes, but our recognition of them changes how a child experiences the present. When you hear the echo, awareness provides a choice, and that choice changes everything for the child. To explore these patterns further, visit Behavioral Echoes. We are understanding behavior today to shape tomorrow's potential.